treating pavement tonight as they prepare for snow. We'll explain how much you can expect and which parts of central Illinois will be hit the hardest. And a correctional officer is now the one behind the bars. We'll tell you what he's accused of doing. And police were called out to Willard Airport early New Year's Day. We'll tell you what a woman is accused of doing while she was drunk.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 6.
We're continuing to track more snow in central Illinois after 2021 kicked off with a whole lot of ice, followed by round one of that snow. Good evening, I'm Jen Lask. Meteorologist Jacob Dickey has been tracking the latest round of rain and snow all night. We're looking out there. Drivers are going to have to be taking it pretty easy tonight as they continue out on Neal Street and around central Illinois, right?
Yeah, once the snow starts to fall, we'll expect that we'll see some slick spots redevelop. The good news is it's light. There will be enough accumulation, though, where some of those less traveled roads and those rural roads may have some of those slick spots. I think the main roads should overall stay good, except for a short period of time. The good news with this event, Jen, is that we'll be able to have the IDOT trucks and the city plows out, and they'll be able to spread salt and take care of things, and it won't wash away like the rain we had yesterday across the region. So that's something that we'll be watching here moving forth over the next couple of hours. As far as it goes on radar real quick, let's switch over to Max 1. You can see that band of snow heading our way before all is said and done. It will swing on through, bring us the chance for some snow. Impacts is something we're going to be watching here as far as it goes, low to medium at best, and we'll keep our eyes on that and talk more about that coming up later on in the show.
The Illinois Department of Transportation has cleared nearby highways after an icy start to 2021. Those expressways, those interstates, I-57, I-72, and I-74. Officials with Champaign Police say roads were not as icy as they could have been. We've been tracking that as well, as you heard from Jacob, but that's because the street pavement was a warm temperature. They also say there weren't a lot of accidents that they responded to overnight, and we spoke with someone traveling through central Illinois.
Headed to Champaign, and it's pretty windy out. I'm not gonna lie, man. We've been on the road for like 30 to 40 minutes. The roads ain't too bad.
Roads are continuing to be slippery and icy again and expected to be that way later. So again, Champaign police are recommending drivers slow down, be cautious, and to move over if you see law enforcement on the road. As temperatures drop, some people may be looking for a place to stay and escape the cold. Shelters have had to take extra measures to keep the people they serve safe. WCIA 3's Jamie Mays has more.
See You at Home's executive director says both their men and women's overnight shelters are open and helping people stay warm, but they're operating a lot differently. The men's shelter has been running since October of 2019. They have also been partnering with Austin's Place, the winter women's shelter. Due to the pandemic, they decided to keep those shelters open year-round. Workers are taking several precautions to keep people safe.
I think the main focus for us is, keeping masks sanitized, keeping surfaces sanitized, spreading folks out, always having masks available, monitoring our folks and seeing if there are signs and symptoms, and staying in constant contact with public health.
The numbers usually increase in December and January and then plateau, but they're prepared to accommodate more people who need help. The executive director says there have been challenges, but they've been able to work through them with the community support. In Champaign, Jamie Mays, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
And here's one way you can help. See You at Home will have their One Winter Night community awareness event. It's Friday, February 5th. Mark that down. Money raised helps bring in about 50% of their budget and supports all of their operations. For the latest weather alerts and updates on road conditions, outages, and shelter hours, download our free news app. Illinois State Police are investigating after a Coles County correctional officer was accused of sexual misconduct involving a female inmate. The sheriff's office said it was made aware of allegations against Anthony Golding this past Tuesday and turned over the investigation to state police. The sheriff's office placed Golding on administrative leave. He was arrested for 2 counts of custodial sexual misconduct on Thursday. The Champaign County Board Chair is calling for an investigation and change in leadership after Animal Control made a tragic mistake. Animal Control impounded a dog on December 18th. Workers identified it as a mixed breed pit bull. They said the owner called in looking for their chocolate lab, and when the owner sent a picture of the dog, that's when they realized they had misidentified it. The facility promised to hold the dog for an extra 4 days over the holiday vacation. Somehow, that message didn't get through and the dog was put down. Board Chair Kyle Patterson says, quote, "To this date, I have not received an adequate or thorough explanation from the county executive or director of animal control of how this could happen." A Champaign woman faces multiple charges after police say she repeatedly rammed her car into a security fence at Willard Airport. 37-year-old Heidi Burns was arrested 2:30 a.m. New Year's Day. Airport crews saw Burns ramming the fence as she was trying to get off the property and called UI police. They stopped her at a gas station and found open alcohol, pot, and MDMA pills.
You know, it's really dangerous anytime we have someone in an area where they can have access to, you know, the Willard Airport runways. So I think that's something that the airport takes very seriously. It's something I don't know that it's something that we have to look into, because it's something, you know, that's an ongoing concern at any airport, not just Willard Airport.
Burns faces multiple charges, including DUI, leaving the scene of an accident, and illegal pot possession in a vehicle. No one was hurt. That was the first police report the department filed for 2021. Schools across Illinois will soon start the second semester, and districts like Springfield are still working to figure out when they can return to the classrooms. At the school board meeting coming up Monday, the board's going to decide if they will be returning sooner rather than later. WCIA3's Cole Hankey is live in our Springfield newsroom. And Cole, the district had some goals to meet before they can return.
Yeah, that's right. Way back at the beginning of the school year, the school board set in place 3 metrics that they would need to meet in order to return to that hybrid learning plan. That was for a return in October. Now we're in January, and the county still isn't meeting 2 out of those 3 metrics from the school district. I spoke with board member Micah Miller today about the upcoming meeting on Monday, where the school board will be voting to go back to hybrid learning or not on January 12th. He says he understands why people want in-person learning right now, but he doesn't think the district should start so soon on January 12th.
What we need to do is force it in a too quick of a fashion and then cause everything to fall apart. We don't want to jerk parents around and teachers around and have them only come back for a few weeks before we're way out of range again.
COVID case numbers in Sangamon County are down right now, but they are still coming down from a mid-November spike. Miller says he wants to see more sustained success before he votes for students to return to the classroom. The meeting is scheduled for Monday night at 6:30 p.m., and the school board would only need a simple majority vote to return students to the classroom. Jen?
Thank you, Cole. The Illinois Department of Public Health reported the lowest number of daily deaths from COVID-19 since mid-November. There were 29 deaths in the past day and 4,762 new cases. The preliminary 7-day statewide positivity rate for cases is 8.3%. As of last night, 3,799 people were hospitalized with COVID-19. 783 patients were in the ICU. 458 were on ventilators. Still ahead on WCIA3 News at 6, gyms normally are crowded at the start of the new year, but things are a bit different in 2021. Hear how the pandemic is impacting the typical surge in membership. And Jacob, you're following all that snow.
Oh boy, we never get a break around here in weather, it seems. More snow, yes, on the way tonight. It won't be a lot. We're going to see maybe a heavier band set up somewhere. Things will be active overnight tonight. Could lead to some slick roads. Also cause some problems in areas that have been impacted by the ice storm yesterday. We'll talk about what we're thinking, have a total accumulation map for you, and have a final check of your 7-day forecast coming up after this.